Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Billionaires Club 101. Today, what we're talking about is car title loans. Car title loans. What is a car title loan? First, let me just tell you this. Some years back, you didn't see any car title loans in California, at least in San Diego. That's where I am. But I remember traveling to Las Vegas with my wife, and we're on the strip, and then the next day we're out trying to eat at a place called, it doesn't matter, it was a buffet that's not in San Diego. But when we were driving, what I saw in Las Vegas is there's a lot of car title loan places, a lot of car title loan. I guess they're called stores. I'm not sure what they are, but these car title loan companies are everywhere in Las Vegas. So recently, some years back, I didn't understand what a car title loan was. So I'm going to tell you from my personal experience, you can get a car title loan. One of the professions that I am in is I am a realtor, and I was waiting for mid escrow. Had just some expenses to take care of immediately. But I was waiting for a transaction to close. It was going to close within a month, but I needed cash fast, and so I got a car title loan. For a short period of time, because the deal was closed and had no problem with paying it back right away. So there wasn't really much need for me to have it for a duration of time. But how car title loans work in California, and I'm not sure about other states, but every state has a certain way car title loans are to operate. Now, California, if I'm not mistaken, there's a minimum that you can only borrow, and if you don't qualify with the minimum, you can't borrow money. So I believe in California, the minimum is $2,501. That's the minimum you can borrow for a car title loan. So when they look at your car, it has to appraise, or it has a Kelley Blue Book value at least $2,500 or greater. And you can borrow money on the equity of your car. Now, if your car does not have any value or is less than that $2,500, they will not give you a car title loan. So I believe that that amount is $2,501 in California. Now, your interest rates on the car title loan to pay it back is very what's called a usury. A usury means that the amount of interest based on you buy, or the amount of interest you're being charged by a company to borrow money, means it's pretty much illegal to charge that amount. So their interest rates are above, I believe, like 17%, all the way a little bit, maybe 18%. Some just an outrageous number as far as interest on how much you're going to borrow for that title loan. And I think they break it down to, I think, a 3 to 5 year duration of time for you to pay that back, right? So you go into their facilities, they appraise your car, do the inspections, all those things, and they say, okay, your car is worth X amount of dollars. You can borrow this amount. Would you like to borrow that amount? So you say, well, this is what I want, but it has to be at least over $2,500. You do the paperwork, and they have you sign. Now, I believe that in that contract that I have, the disclosure regarding the interest rate was in red, I believe, or they marked it in red to say, please read this fine line. And it said something to the effect that in California, the amount of interest rate that is being charged on these car title loans is greater than California allows, which is illegal. But based on this, you do ways that that you are aware that these are for short term and this, that, and the other. So it's pretty much just giving the company legal rights to say, hey, we're going to charge you more than what is allowed by law, but by you signing this, you do ways that you can't come back and give legal recourse to sue the company. So that's how that worked. So the way mine worked was, they gave me X amount of dollars, and then I think within about 30 days from the time that you borrow it, you start paying that money back, and the amount that is set up to how do you guys want it structured your repayment. So I believe I was on that 3-year plan, but fortunately within 45 days of me borrowing the money, I was able to pay it back in full within less than 45 days. So you know, of course, my transaction closed. Have, you know, well over, you know, the amount I borrowed, so I paid it off in full, plus the interest accrued. But if I were to wait for that 3-year time period, I think the total amount would have been about a little bit over $7,000. So that's what that interest, whatever it was, I believe it's a little bit over 17%. Okay, you know, I know it's outrageous numbers, about 17% or more. But over the duration of time, I don't owe a little bit over $7,000 borrowing. It's only $2,500. Okay, so with these car title loans, you're going to be stuck paying for that duration of time. Now, if you're not really in a huge jam, do not take car title loans. There's other ways for you to get money. Now, it sounds like, hey, it's a good thing, they're going to let me borrow this money, but it's when you repay it back. That's where the hassle, that's where the problem comes, because as soon as that 30 days had hit, I started getting phone calls. Hey, are you going to come in with a payment? Are you coming with a payment? Not a problem. I'm actually at your door ready to make a payment. Oh, so, you know, as I'm making a payment, and then fortunately my deal closed, and I went there immediately and closed it mid-month, and then I paid, you know, what they accrued for that point in that month. But had I not paid it, I saw how the interest rate was just build and build. Your first couple of years, you're paying more towards the interest, not towards the principal balance, bringing it down. And then there's a lump sum that you have to pay at the end if you haven't paid it in full. So car title loans are nothing but a financial death trap. So do not take car title loans. If you're looking for a way to earn some extra income in your spare time, I have some information that you can take a look in the description box below. All right, and it's not; these are not, you know, this. There's going to be a few different links where you can earn some extra income in your spare time. I want to be very honest with you. This is not a get rich quick earning process. It's actually information on how you can earn money from home. I'm earning more than a few $1,000s in my spare time working from home, online, internet income. You can definitely be a part of that if you're really serious about earning some income, some extra income in your spare time. This is not for the lazy people who are, you know, if you're a lazy person, this is not to offend anyone. But there are, you know, I've been in making money online for over 10 years now. And what I've come across are some people who think, you know, they can do nothing and get something. Just like I'm making this video is actually talking about car title loans, but also it's giving you information on how you can earn some income in your spare time. So certain people is not going to do anything for themselves. So my channel is called Billionaires Club 101, and Billionaires Club 101 is just, you know, me giving knowledge on how we can, you know, not saying that I am a billionaire. I'm far from being a billionaire, but at the same time, you know, this is like an introductory of earning income. So I think it was just the catch that I like, Billionaire 101. You know, when you're going to college, you know, and you're taking something introductory, it's, you know, that beginning class is whatever class 101. So Billionaires Club 101 is just information. We are a channel that provides information on how people can earn money in their spare time on the internet. Now, you don't have to be at home. You have a smartphone. You can earn money in the systems and in the programs that I will provide for you, and you can look into it yourself and do your due diligence. But what I want from you is, when you start earning income from programs that I'm providing you with, I don't want you to send me any money. Just send a testimony. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm earning $500 a week, $5,000 a month, whatever it is. I want to make sure that my channel is producing people who are earning income in their spare time. All right, so don't get into the trap of car title loans. There's a lot of people who are suffering, a lot of people who are losing their cars behind having a car title loan, and they can't repay it back. Now, you got to remember that all those things that got you to where you need to borrow money, now you need more money to repay back. So don't fall in the trap of the car title loan game. All right. Thanks for tuning in to Billionaires Club 101, and I am tuning out. Please look in the description box below for the links of you can earn some income in your spare time. All right. Have a pleasant day. Thank you.